If you guys have time, I want you to go check out the video I did paying my respects to the late great Akira Toriyama and telling some really personal stories about how his works have really shaped my life and even saved my life. I really want as many people as possible to see it, to really understand how powerful of an impact he had on me and the rest of the world. Rest in peace, Toriyama sensei. Let's get on with today's video though, which was recorded before we all found out the news of his passing. So it's been a while since I've talked about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. That's Budokai Tenkaichi 4 in case you've been living under a rock, and there's something really concerning to me that I'd like to bring up and discuss here. That being the topic of multiplayer. Now, like most fighting games, a game's multiplayer is very important. Probably the most important aspect of said game. The most important mode in said game, you know? Whether you just play professionally or competitively or just casually, there's nothing like playing against another living, breathing human being. Screw going outside, screw going on dates and stuff. This is top tier human connection, human contact. And speaking of that connection, it seems that this connection is going to be online only. It has been rumored and I'm seeing conflicting reports, so nothing is set in stone yet. But it looks like there is going to be no local multiplayer for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And to me, that's a massive problem. And I'm gonna go through my reasons as to why. But before we move on, make sure that you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. And leave a comment telling me your thoughts on multiplayer in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. But now, let's move on with the video. Now, if they wanna bring back the same feel of the original Budokai Tenkaichi games, because that really is the main selling point of this game. It's the return of Budokai Tenkaichi. Then it absolutely has to have local multiplayer in some way, shape or form. They are absolutely nostalgia baiting people like me who grew up playing those games, and it's not wrong. I'm very excited for this game. The main market for this game is people who grew up playing the old Budokai Tenkaichi games. That's why the internet had a meltdown when it was announced, when Budokai Tenkaichi 4 back then was announced. For us, we were having flashbacks to the glory days, the good old days where we hung out with our mates and our cousins and stuff in real life, in person. Living people all in the same room at once, playing together on one TV and one console. That was the most enjoyable aspect of these games and why people love them so much and remember them so fondly. And the memories that we created. No disrespect to online gaming. Online gaming is fun. The world is different now, but you can't release a game like this that's aiming to call back to times past without one of its key defining aspects. You can't. And apparently they are trying to find a way to include it in some way, shape or form, but Microsoft and Sony are being bitches about it, and that just might ruin it for everyone. Like, if you are someone in support of this game having no local multiplayer, I genuinely believe that it's because you've either never played the Budokai Tenkaichi games, the previous games, or you don't have friends in real life. It's that simple. So, I think it would be a massive shame if Dragon Ball Sparking Zero did not include local multiplayer. If they want to bring back the old school feel, it needs to be done right. You can have a modern twist like adding Dragon Ball Super characters and online modes, but you still need to faithfully recreate and modernize things. Otherwise, it would be a huge turn off for longtime fans like myself from the game, and it would be a disgrace to the legacy of the legendary Budokai Tenkaichi games. Click the video on screen now to take you to my look back of all those games. Those are my thoughts. Thank you for watching. Like, share and subscribe. Peace out.